Anytime you transfer in polyphonic material, Melodyne will attempt to figure out the key and also the chord progression of the material that you've transferred in. However, it sounds like I'm missing a few notes here. So just like you can correct the detection of monophonic or melodic material, you can also correct the detection of missing polyphonic material. Just go to your note assignment mode and then pull up this slider to pull up the sensitivity, or potential as they call it, for notes. You can click here to show the key of the song, the analyzed key of the whole song, and then you can click here to show the chords. Now these chords are mostly right. Some of these are 7th chords, and this second chord is actually a C flat major chord with an added A flat, but it's interpreting it as a flat minor chord. You can right click on these and choose a number of substitute chords for these. You can also choose to show extended chords. So that's actually exactly what I played. It's a C flat major 7 chord followed by a C flat 6 chord. You can also double click to split the chords. So for example, in the second measure and the first half of the third measure, this is an E flat minor chord, but for those last 2 beats of measure 3, it's actually an E flat minor 7th chord. The G flat chord is actually a G flat 6 chord. So let's right click up here and choose G flat 6. And then I'll split the A flat chord here at measure 9. And this is indeed an A flat minor 7 chord. Although it's mistakenly called the chord at measure 8, A flat minor 7 as well. Let me just right click on that and choose A flat minor. So it's not a perfect process, but it does give you a good starting point where you can go through and create a chord track that you can follow. Now, once you've established all of the chords in your chord track, there's some pretty cool things you can do with this. For example, here I've got a synth loop that just repeats. It's in A minor, and it doesn't fit with the piano chords whatsoever. And it's just the same thing repeating. What I can do is go up to Options, go down to Pitch Grid, under Pitch Background, select Chord, and then go to Options, Pitch Grid again, and select Chord Snap. The notes in the pitch grid will just snap to the available notes in each chord. Or I could select all of these and double click, and it'll automatically pitch quantize everything to a chord tone. Let me just pull some of these repeated notes up here. So now each synth arpeggio is only playing notes within each of the chords designated by the chord track. So you can make sure that each of the instruments or vocals in your DAW session snap to a common key and also snap to a common chord grid.